Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 2.5, Problem 4. This is Section 2.5, Problem 4. It says divide the fractions 2 4/5 divided by 5 1/2. So when you divide fractions, what you do is you leave the first fraction the same, change the problem to a multiply, and invert or flip the second fraction. Well, whenever we're going to have to multiply or do an inversion, I can't have my fractions in the form of mixed numbers like the way they are now. So what I have to do to start is change these into improper fractions, fractions that have a larger numerator than denominator. So the way we do that is we will multiply the denominator times the whole number in front, and we will start with 5 times 2, which is 10. Then you take that result and you add it to the numerator. The result of 10 plus the old numerator 4, 10 plus 4 more is 14. So my new numerator is 14. The denominator stays 5. And for now, I'll leave it as a division. I'll change it in just a second, the next line down. Let's convert the 5 1/2 first to an improper fraction, a fraction with a larger numerator than denominator. So same process. I start by multiplying the denominator times the whole number in front. So I will multiply 2 times 5, which again is 10, and then take that result that I got of 10 and add to the numerator. So add the 10 that I got from the multiplication plus the numerator 1 more. 10 plus 1 more is 11. So now 5 1/2 can be written as 11 halves. Now what I have is the same division problem but written in a form where I can deal with it better. So now what I will do is leave the first fraction written the way it is, 14 over 5. I will change the problem to a multiplication and invert the second fraction, or just flip it. So to invert it, the 2 comes to the numerator and the 11 goes to the denominator in the second fraction. Now I can multiply across the top, numerator times numerator. 14 times 2 is 28. And denominator times denominator, 5 times 11 is 55. Now, when you get to the answer, you want to see if you can reduce it. You should always check that. And in this case, I cannot reduce it. There are no numbers that divide into 28 and 55 evenly. And even when it's written in its multiplication form, I can look and try and pre-reduce, and I cannot. So 28 over 55 is the answer, and it's the answer in the most reduced form.